Hello everyone. Today, I want to share an inspiring story about a young boy named Fida Alam. This story teaches us that success comes to those who stay patient, work hard, and never give up. Fida Alam lived in a small town with his family. His family did not have a lot of money, but they always encouraged him to study and dream big. Fida wanted to improve his life and make his family proud. However, life was not easy. Many times, Fida tried to learn new things, but he failed. Sometimes he could not understand his lessons. Sometimes he made mistakes when speaking English. Other times, people laughed at him because he was not as skilled as others. These things made him feel disappointed. One evening, Fida was sitting alone, thinking about his future. He wondered if he would ever become successful. He looked at the sky and said to himself, "Maybe success is only for lucky people." The next day, while walking home, he met an elderly teacher who was known for giving wise advice. The teacher noticed that Fida looked worried. "What happened, my son?" he asked. Fida explained all his problems. He talked about his failures, his fears, and his doubts. The teacher listened carefully and then pointed toward a nearby mountain. "Do you see that mountain?" he asked. "Yes," Fida replied. "Tell me, how do you think that mountain became so strong and beautiful?" Fida did not know the answer. The teacher smiled and said, "It was shaped by thousands of years of wind, rain, and time. Great things are not built in a day. They are built little by little." Those words stayed in Fida's mind. From that day forward, he decided to stop focusing on his failures. Instead, he started focusing on improving himself every day. He created a simple rule: learn something new every day. If he learned one new English word, it was progress. If he read one page of a book, it was progress. If he practiced speaking for 5 minutes, it was progress. The results were slow at first. Weeks passed. Then months passed. Sometimes Fida felt like he was not improving at all. But he remembered the teacher's advice and continued working. Many of his friends spent their free time doing nothing productive. They laughed when they saw Fida studying or practicing. "Why do you work so hard?" they asked. Fida simply smiled and continued. He understood something important. Small efforts repeated every day create big results. 1 year later, Fida noticed a big change. His English had improved. His confidence had grown. He was no longer afraid to speak in front of people. For the first time, he started believing in himself. But his journey was not over. Soon, he faced another challenge. He applied for an opportunity that he really wanted. He prepared carefully and gave it his best effort. Unfortunately, he was rejected. The rejection hurt. For a few days, he felt sad and discouraged. He thought about quitting. But then he remembered all the progress he had made. He remembered the mountain. He remembered the teacher's words. And he remembered that every successful person faces failure. So instead of quitting, Fida asked himself, "What can I learn from this experience?" He worked even harder. He improved his skills. He practiced more. He learned from his mistakes. Several months later, another opportunity came. This time, Fida was ready. He applied again. And this time, he succeeded. The victory felt amazing. Not because it was easy, but because he had earned it through patience and hard work. Years later, Fida became known as a hardworking and positive person. People respected him because they knew his success had not come from luck. It had come from determination. One day, a young student asked him, "Sir, what is the secret of success?" Fida smiled and answered, "The secret is simple. Never stop improving. Never stop learning. And never give up just because progress is slow." The student listened carefully. Then Fida added, "Most people fail not because they are weak, but because they quit too soon. They stop one step before success." Those words inspired the student and many others. My friends, the lesson of this story is clear. You do not need to be the smartest person. You do not need to be the richest person. You do not need to be the luckiest person. You only need to keep moving forward. Every great achievement begins with small daily actions. Every expert was once a beginner. Every successful person was once someone who struggled. So if you are facing difficulties today, do not lose hope. Keep learning. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. Your progress may be slow, but slow progress is still progress. Remember, winners are not people who never fail. Winners are people who never quit. Thank you for listening. And always remember, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow.